situation. They just falling all into the conditioning line. Y'all want to argue with us. We arguing with you, talking about it's all right. You telling us we the ones getting everybody sick, yet still you done had 11 motherfucking 5972 goddamn 30,000 fucking boosters, and they got 6 more for your ass coming next week. And you're still 80% of the people catching the fucking, so you can still spread it. So how dumb are you? Y'all, America is in a place, boy. I don't even know what to call it. It's in a place. I don't know if y'all with me. Is y'all just sitting back, living your life like, oh, this life is good and life is grand. Like, we got to stop doing that and acting like the things around us, we ignore them. America is not a free country, okay? We are not the land of the free and the home of the brave. We are the land of the conditioned and the motherfucking enslaved, okay? That is the real truth of it. That oftentimes in this country, they will create the problem so that they can give you the solution, right? But the solution was the intended goal all along. That makes sense? Like, they created all of this shit just so they can implement what they're implementing, but the goal was to implement it. So the first bill that I said a minute ago, the bill is introduced to force shot mandates to attend school. So if you go to school, you have to have right? It's a mandate. Now understand that mandates are not necessarily laws, right? And everybody plays that game of it, but say, well, it's a mandate, it's not a law for me to have to wear my mask or have a inside of a place. But guess what? Try and take your ass in there. Then what they're going to do is they're going to tell you, people have already been arrested, and they're going to say you're trespassing. So we're not taking you to jail because you don't have we're taking you to jail because you're sitting here arguing with somebody because they won't let you in this establishment because you don't have your card. Potato, it's all the motherfucking same. They're arresting people because they want their right to go into places over a fucking mandate that has been put out, right? Now, for those of you that are willing to drink this, right, to take this shot, to deal with what it is they're trying to put in your body, if you are willing to do that, then guess what? Then okay. But there's a lot of us that don't want to take that route. And the crazy thing is, that should be our motherfucking right. So you got to go to school, right? How many of you believe in you going to get a degree? I got some degrees. I ain't knocking degrees. Sometimes you need some degrees. You want to go be a scientist, an engineer, some shit. I got 2 degrees, criminal justice and psychology, 2 bachelor's degrees. Ask me if I use the motherfuckers. I won't tell you I don't use the knowledge because we're using some of it right here tonight. I use the knowledge, but I don't do nothing with it. So, but shout out to everybody who want to go to college. How many of y'all got college degrees? They'll do a fucking thing for you. Shout out to y'all, right? You ain't got nothing but a big ass fucking bill, right? But you want to go to school, you have a career, maybe you're halfway through your education, you've already put in all this time, you are very adamant about not wanting to get, the education, and they tell you, we don't give a dang how far you come, you can't come to school unless you have. And if there's anybody listening to this and you feel like, oh, just get it, fuck you. You don't get to tell people what to do with their body. Get out y'all fucking conditioning. Tell me where the lie is. So if it's not something that's already been tested, tried, and true before they give that shit to you, like y'all say, that would be the definition of an experiment. You're being experimented. They're doing the trial testing on your ass. And I'm not going to be surprised that black people argue with me a lot, but a lot of people be arguing with me, and a lot of them are black, but I get it because they have been conditioning and targeting this towards the black community more than anybody else, right? So we know that they do that. If everybody don't understand the truth, we real conditioned, but it killed me how just watching my folks be arguing with you. You need to get it's your fault we in this situation. They just falling all into the conditioning line. Y'all want to argue with us. We argue with you, talking about it's all right. You telling us we the ones getting everybody sick, yet still you done had 11 motherfucking 5972 goddamn 30,000 fucking boosters, and they got 6 more for your ass coming next week, and you're still 80% of the people catching the fucking, so you can still spread it. So how dumb are you? Then the next bill is Bill A27A. Forces all adult records into a state database. Why would I get up and go and wait hours in my car and I'm sick and go outside, and if what you think I have is this deadly, then why would you want me to go outside, sit in line to take a test just for you to fucking tell me that I have it and tell me to go back home? Now, what you think about that? That makes no logical sense, does it? For you to get out your bed, go get a test, just so they can tell you have some shit. You're not dying from it. Your immune system, most of y'all getting over it. You go home and you get better. What sense does that make? Just so you, I'm gonna tell you why they want you to do it. Because they want your shit in the database. So, but bill, right? A7829. Forced, and see, a lot of these bills start with the word forced. Bitch, how you forcing me to do anything? I want y'all to think about that too. Words is powerful as fuck. All of these start off with forced. Forced job mandates to attend school. Forced all adult records into a state database. Forced shots for college. You should always beware of anything that your government projects to you, and the first fucking word in the sentence is forced. Force would be the opposite of freedom and choice. That is a red flag right the fuck there. Forced? How you gonna force free Americans to do anything? You're not free. I know you think you're free, but you're not. You're not. There's a lot of y'all in the chat right now, you mad because you had to take this to keep your job, and they still fired your ass anyway. This the one right here, y'all, because people was like, remember y'all was screaming, y'all was like, oh, well, I'm gonna do an exemption. How well has exemption papers worked for you at your job? I got a friend, she put in her exemption. United fired her ass anyway. Now, let me tell you what United did. United put her on indefinite leave. Ain't that some bullshit? So you're not technically fired, so you can't go and claim unemployment. Ain't that some bullshit, right? We're just gonna leave you a holder and not give you the pay. So this next bill, A8398, they want to eliminate religious exemptions for work in college. So all of that coming in talking about my kid is Muslim, assalamu alaikum, we don't take shots over here. Oh, my kid is, I don't know, Hinduism, whatever the fuck. We be lying. We make up anything when our kids take them shots. We be lying about religious, goddamn well we ain't. So you used to have a right to say, by what I believe, this is what I refuse to put in my body based on my beliefs. And as a free citizen of the United States of fucking America, I should have the right to say that in my beliefs, this is not something that I do. I don't want to be forced to put something in my body that I don't want. So I want you to understand this. If you have a belief, fuck a religious belief, individual should have the right to say what goes in their body or what don't go in their body. Oh, and they're going to tell you like this, you have all that right. You just can't go to our schools and do it. See, these are our schools. These are public schools. And these are public colleges. And you don't have to take this shit. You just can't come. Because a lot of y'all can't say fuck they schools. Can't say fuck a lot of shit because you are codependent. You need this government, and this is why they have you hooked on needing them. You need to learn how to get the fuck away from the system and not need them. Because when a motherfucker that don't mean you no good, when you need them, what type of position does that put you in? Somebody said schools we fund. Absolutely. Taxpayers paying for it, and they telling you what the hell you got to do in the school that you done paid for. What are you going to do when you can't send your kids to their schools? What are you going to do when you can't go into their grocery stores and shop at their shit? What are you going to do when you can't go to work and work for this government? What are you going to do when you can't get your Medicaid, your housing, your food stamps? What are you going to do? You're going to fucking take that poison. Tell me what else you're going to do. You're going to take it for your livelihood because you have given your whole livelihood to a goddamn system.
Damn, Nico,
and without them taking care of you, you are really learning that you don't do nothing for yourself. Your government is in control of every goddamn thing you do to live every single day. They got their hand in it one way or another. Let's say you ain't on Section 8, you ain't on welfare. Okay, because everybody ain't. You need to go to work, don't you? What school your kids gonna go to? You need to go to the grocery store, don't you? But Mechee, people could go into the grocery store. And once upon a time, when this pandemic first started, people could go into restaurants and everywhere else. And we see that they can't do that now either. So I don't know what the fuck makes y'all think your country has any righteousness in it that moving forward is gonna get better and shit ain't just gonna get worse. What they didn't do is drop the ultimate bomb on your ass, because that's called easing your ass into a situation. We're gonna get you there over time. So first we're gonna tell you, well, you can't go out to the clubs, you can't go out to the motherfucking public places, you can't go to concerts. Next is gonna be other places. Now they telling you your kids can't come to school. And I think as Americans, we just so used to letting the government do whatever the fuck they want and being so ran over and being so fucking compliant and conditioned and in survival mode, we don't really take the time to stop and look at this shit. This shit is fucking unconstitutional as fuck. Talking about you the land of the free. Y'all think y'all free? How many of you getting up tomorrow morning you want to do what you want to do?
Nico slamming shit.
You sending your kids to school? Is that by choice or by force? Are you going to work tomorrow? Is that by choice or by force? Are you in survival mode 24/7? By choice or by force? You ain't motherfucking free. But let me tell you so again, they're gonna stick some shit in there on you. They want to eliminate. The next bill is Bill A822. It eliminates parents' rights to consent to STD shots for children of any age. What?
Please wake up. Please understand what time it is.